Hey guys, welcome back to a new food prep video. This video is a lot of randomness, as it usually is, since I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that each week, but I hope you enjoy it. So for this week's batch of eggy muffins, I'm gonna do, obviously, the egg, some green pepper from my mom's garden. She gave me some beautiful green peppers, some mushroom, some green onion, and pepperoni, and of course I'm gonna use some cheese. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get all these fillings into each muffin cup and then bake them off. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to make this week, in addition to what you've already seen, is some tuna mac salad. And I'm actually going to use this Fall Harvest pasta. It's like little pumpkin and leaf shapes that Kira actually got me in our box swap. So I'm going to go ahead, I have water, a pot of water coming to a boil. So I'm going to boil this up. It's just under a pound, so it's perfect. And then I'll just add a can of tuna, some cut up celery, carrot, and onion, some mayo, and then some seasonings, but I'll show you guys all that. But yeah, I'm going to do this right now. Look how pretty the pasta is, guys. It's all boiled up. So I'm just going to let that cool for a minute. I've got my tuna, my carrot, my celery. I put a little green pepper from my mom's garden, and then I also put some red onion. So I'm just going to break up the tuna a little bit, and then I'm going to season this, salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and then add the pasta and then stir the mayo in. Of course, I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Alright guys, so it just has to chill in the fridge now, and since today's Sunday, it'll be all set to go. I'll just give it a stir tonight to make sure it doesn't need anything else, and then it'll be perfect to use for some lunches or some sides for Matt's lunch for the upcoming week. So, really easy. You should definitely make it. Pasta, tuna, whatever veggies you like, mix in your mayo. I just, again, did salt, pepper, garlic powder, and it's good to go. Just has to set in the fridge and chill. Alright guys, so my pound of bacon is all cooked up. I do pretty much a pound of bacon, I would say, every Sunday or every other Sunday because I can use bacon for so many different things. I can chop it up and put it on salads for my husband or myself. I can throw some bacon in his sandwiches. He even likes a couple strips of bacon as like a little snack. And I actually like to snack on it myself. And of course, the obvious, you can heat it up real quick in the morning for like a quick breakfast. So it's really just helpful for me to do it on Sundays. It's all done. It lasts all week in the fridge, although it never actually makes it the whole week because it's usually gone within the first like 3 days. But anyways, yep, on to the next. Lastly, in this week's meal prep, I'm actually going to do kind of a double duty thing. So I have this huge pot here. This pot is massive. And I have about, I would say, 3 to 4 pounds of potatoes. I washed them really well. I took off any like little imperfections, but I did leave as much of the skin on as I could. I'm just bringing these to a boil. I have the water salted and I'll let them boil till soft. And then I'm going to actually make them into, I have these little tins here, and I'm going to kind of do like loaded potatoes, individual portions. So I'll spray these with a little cooking spray. I'll mash up the potatoes. I'm going to add some green onion to them, some butter, some cheese. And actually I'm going to use a little bit of the bacon that I cooked up just a little while ago. I'll probably use like 4 pieces just for a little bacon going through them. Again, with cheese and green onion and melted butter. I'll throw in a little bit of milk to make them fluffy. And then I'll top them with a little bit of breadcrumb. And then I'll probably keep 2 of them out to use this week. Possibly 3 because I might want to keep one out. Sometimes I like to have like a loaded potato, mashed potato with like a side salad for lunch. So depending how many I get out of that big pot, I have 10 containers here. They're pretty small. I will leave 2 to 3 out. So a couple out for a side for dinner this week. I think it would be really good with that ham. 1 out possibly for a lunch for myself, and whatever's left, guys, I will freeze them. So I'll show you guys all the process of how I freeze them and how they look when they get done. Alright guys, so out of that big pot of potatoes, I got 6 pretty heavy, good sized portion of the twice baked potatoes. I'm like 99% sure I have a video I did on these, not a freezer meal video or like a prep video, but like an actual recipe video. So I'll find that and link it below. But again, these are just individual portions, but they are big portions. So for like a kid, this would be 2, you know, like 2 kids could split it, but they're definitely hearty portions. So I think what I'll do is 2 of these I'll wrap up with foil and put in the fridge for a side to a dinner we're doing this week. And then I think 1 I'll leave out and have as like a little lunch next week, and then the other 3 I'll freeze, and they freeze really well. You just pop them out of the freezer. You can put them right from the freezer to the oven, or you can thaw them out and then put them right in the oven, and they'll obviously take a lot less time. I decided to put some shredded cheese on them instead of breadcrumb. I just thought the cheese would be a better addition. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's meal prep. Like I mentioned, every week is a little bit different. On some things, you know, some weeks I do some meats along with my veggies and fruit. Some weeks I do random salads. Some weeks I do random side dishes. It really does vary, but regardless, it will definitely help in the future this week and in the future as well for the frozen ones. So I hope you enjoyed this week's food prep. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.